Welcome to the eastern Cairo neighborhood of Makatem. Home to many Coptic Christians. A place where poverty and garbage abound. So much so that the area is called Garbage City, and the Christians who live here are called Zabalim, garbage people. They live amidst the city's refuse, sifting through and sorting it, just to earn a few Egyptian pounds. The Christians here tell visitors about a famous legend from more than 1,000 years ago. Caliph al-Mu'iz knew that Jesus talked about having the faith of a mustard seed. The Caliph challenged Christians to move Cairo's Makatem mountain. They prayed for 3 days, and miraculously, the mountain moved. Today, it may take another miracle to shield them from more attacks like this one last March. Thousands of irate Muslims assaulted Christian protesters in Makatem. At least 10 Christians were killed, nearly 100 were injured. The Makatem tragedy was followed by more attacks, including the massacre of Christians last October by the Egyptian army at Cairo's Maspero Square. Milad Daniel's 25-year-old brother Mina was among Christians struck by fatal gunshots.
Mina wasn't happy with the government. He saw the corruption of the regime and he was upset and wanted to do something about it.
Milad believes government security agents may have targeted the young Christian revolutionary for death because he wrote internet blogs critical of the government. He also advocated Christian-Muslim unity.
Mina loved everybody equally, Christians and Muslims.
The Christians in Egypt and in the Middle East in general are now facing one of the most dangerous stages in their history, in their modern history.
Walid Faris is author of the book, The Coming Revolution. He also advises Congress on the Middle East.
This is very dark for the Copts of Egypt.
Dark and dangerous because the Muslim Brotherhood and other Islamists now dominate the lower house of parliament. Later this year, they'll likely control the writing of a new constitution, a document that is likely to include elements of Sharia, Islamic law. Coptic Christian activist Father Philip Atir suggests Islamists want to deny Christians their rights as Egyptian citizens.
They are trying to make us second-class citizens. We hear a lot of accusations that Coptic Christians are not Egyptians.
But Coptics lived here and practiced their Christian faith in Egypt 600 years before Islam. Egyptian Christians will tell you that their family origins date back to the time of the pharaohs. And they'll remind you that the baby Jesus was once a refugee here. And many Egyptians became Christians after St. Mark arrived around 43 A.D. Arab Muslims invaded Egypt in 640 A.D., forcing many Coptic Christians to convert or be killed. Waves of persecution and martyrdom have come against them ever since. For years, the United States pressed the Egyptian army to oppose the Muslim Brotherhood and other Islamists. But Faris says all of that has now changed.
And now the advising body in the administration is telling the army not to oppose the Muslim Brotherhood, actually to find a deal, to cut a deal with the Muslim Brotherhood. So we have a huge role in subduing the army. That wasn't the case before under any administration.
And that U.S. policy may lead to even more attacks against the Coptic Christians.
The military are being influenced by the Muslim Brotherhood. So the price for the military to have an alliance with the Muslim Brotherhood in the future is for them to pressure the Copts and the Christians and to shrink them.
And like Iraqi Christians who fled persecution, Egyptian Christians may undergo a mass exodus from their country. In the meantime, at the foot of Makatem Mountain, the Zabalim faithfully pray for divine intervention.
Those who are persecuting us are not our enemies. Our only enemy is Satan. The Lord commands us to pray for our enemies and to love them.
And this time they pray not for the mountain to move, but for God to move on the hearts of the Egyptian people. Gary Lane, CBN News, Cairo.